All right, so we've got through that analogy. We're looking at the real words. Let's pull out our constitutions. Okay, pull out your copy of the Constitution. Get yourself a pink highlighter. How's that? Get yourself a pink highlighter. We're going to highlight the necessary and proper clause. Okay, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 18. Yep. Now let's look at the example here that we have. I'm going to show you what we're going to highlight. Find Clause 18. It's just the first few words there. To make all laws that shall be necessary and proper. Highlight that. Okay, make your Constitution look like this example here. Highlight that in pink. And like usual, we're going to take those words that are small in the copy and we're going to stick them here in the slide so we can look at them and analyze them together. All right? So very clearly, here's what it says, right? Congress shall have power to make all laws that shall be necessary and proper. You can see how people get confused about that because well, who's going to decide what's necessary and proper? Let's go back to our car shop analogy. Let's say you go back and sit down, you're eating your popcorn there, waiting for them to get your car done. You look out the window and you see the guy pulling out a grinder and cutting a rectangle on the top of the roof of your car. Whoa, that really is across the line, right? So then you do run out there, like, what are you doing? And he says, well, right here it says I have to do those things which, like, I'm authorized to do those things which are necessary and proper. And you say, well, necessary and proper, what are you talking about? That's not necessary and proper. He's like, well, no, it's necessary and proper for your happiness. You like sunroofs, don't you? Yeah, I like sunroofs, but I didn't ask you to do that. Well, I think it's necessary and proper. Okay, so now you come to a head again here, right? You have to decide, well, who decides what's necessary and proper? Is it the mechanic shop or is it you, the car owner? Very clearly, it's you, the car owner, isn't it? Now, the important part, let's pull out this contract again, and you look at it, it starts by saying, I authorize the mechanic shop to do those things which are necessary and proper. But you recognize that there's an important part that's left out there. The important part that's left out that needs to be in there are the words, in order to make the repairs listed above. Because otherwise, the only thing that binds them is what's necessary and proper, and that might be an opinion, it might be subjective. You might say a sunroof is necessary for your happiness. But you might say, it is not necessary for my happiness, and I'm the one who gets to decide that, right? So it's important those words at the end there. That's the exact same thing with the necessary and proper clause in the Constitution. So many times people read it and say, Congress shall have power to make all laws that shall be necessary and proper. And I think this is necessary and proper. But what they fail to do is read the next 7 words, which are so critical, which make the clause what it is. Here's the next 7 words. And they very clearly say, for carrying into execution the foregoing powers. Just like we talked about way back in the Supremacy Clause, this is a condition, okay? Congress is empowered to make laws, but only those that are necessary and proper in order to carry out the foregoing powers. Okay, so that gives the meaning to the clause, for carrying into execution the foregoing powers. Okay, take out your Constitution, it should be out already. Underline that, underline it in red, for carrying into execution the foregoing powers. Got it? Okay, now let's focus on 2 words in that small phrase, foregoing powers. What does that mean? Circle those for me. Foregoing powers. What's foregoing mean? Doesn't it mean those that come before? Those that were just listed, right? Some of this is starting to kind of sound redundant. Yeah, exactly. The necessary and proper clause supports what we've already talked about. Just to be crystal clear for your notes, I want you to take in the margin there and write just listed. Right next to where it says foregoing powers, write just listed. And what are those just listed powers? What are they? They're the ones that are in clauses 2 through 9 and clauses 10 through 16, right? So draw little arrows if you want to, like I've done here. And that shows these are the foregoing powers. The only power that Congress has to make laws that are necessary and proper is to carry into execution those laws that are just listed, that are foregoing powers, to help those be executed.